We've all had bad exes, right? We've all had someone that's like hurt us in some way or left us for absolutely stupid reasons, and then there's whatever this is. Leaving my boyfriend after his cancer diagnosis was the best thing for both of us. Danielle Epstein, 32, says she felt like the most awful person leaving her partner Jelly Fressen after he was diagnosed with grade 4 medulloblastoma. I mean, well, yeah, I would, I would say that was kind of rude, at least, like at the very least, that was a kind of nasty thing to do. A woman is running the London Marathon for her ex-boyfriend after admitting she left him because she couldn't cope with his cancer battle. Danielle Epstein, 32, says she felt like the most awful person leaving somebody because they have cancer. I mean, yeah, it's quite it's quite messed up. I mean, if there's someone you're with and you care about them and like, yeah, okay, I want a relationship, I want this, blah blah blah. I mean, at least I don't know. I would kind of want that person to have someone that loves them until the end, right? I'd be like, okay, then, like I might be the last person this person is ever romantically involved with. The last thing I kind of want to do to them right now is, oh, hey, you dying? Yeah, so I'm kind of like leaving. Like, I kind of wouldn't want to do that to a person. But anyway, I'll save it for the end. Her ex, Jelly Frenson, I don't know, Jelly, let's call him Jelly, was diagnosed with a grade 4 medulloblastoma in September 2022 when he was 37. The couple were buying a house in London when Jelly, who works as a Google software engineer, suffered dizzy spells and vomiting. He was diagnosed, and Jelly had to relearn to walk. Sorry, it's late. After an operation, and also had radiotherapy and chemotherapy. The tumour type is so rarely seen in adults, it is among the least well understood, and the prognosis is variable. Physics teacher Danielle experienced panic attacks and her mental health plummeted, so they split up. I'm sorry, but it's kind of like not about you in that moment, is it? She moved to Thailand with her dad. Okay, explains that. But stayed friends with Jelly, who will watch her run in the marathon on Sunday in his name for brain tumour research. Daniel says, I still love Jelly deeply, just not enough to stay with him, until the end, and want to support him. But I came to realise I couldn't stay with him as his partner. I felt like the most awful person leaving somebody because they have cancer, but it was damaging my mental health and it wasn't helping Jelly. I'm sorry, it's kind of not about you. It's kind of not about you, Hen. We're still figuring things out and finding ways to continue our relationship as friends. Our whole lives came out from under us. We were on a certain path to a certain future, and within one day, we knew it wasn't going to work out like that anymore. Well, maybe he had a little bit of hope. Maybe he thought it was still going to work out that way. Maybe it was just you going, my investment hasn't paid out. I was so worried and devastated I couldn't sleep or eat. Imagine how he felt. I was having panic attacks and was on so much medication to sort myself out, I just couldn't function. There he is. Jesus. Jesus, that's a sin. The UK is not a developing nation. We should be scientifically innovative, but treatments haven't changed in decades, and we seem to be behind other countries and the advances they have made. We desperately need more research and trials to develop better treatments. In August, after numerous consultations with GPs and ineffective treatments for an ear infection, the vomiting became much worse. Jelly went for a private MRI scan using his health insurance with Google, where he works as a software engineer. That's the best thing to do, by the way. You will be waiting for ages on the NHS to get any kind of treatment or biopsies or anything like that. You're as well as just like taking out a credit card and getting an MRI. Yeah, private's so much better. You get stuff done so much faster. The mass was discovered and he was booked in for surgery in September, after which it transpired the tumour was cancerous. The surgery left nerve damage, which resulted in palsy to the right side of his face, and a squint, which causes double vision. He also can't fully close his eye and must use eye drops and ointments constantly. That's a shame. Danielle says, I felt so helpless watching all of this unfold, so I knew I had to do something. Yes, yeah, hey, women, women, woo! Here come the girls. Oh well, in Jelly's case, there go his girl. Uh, Sorry, I'm not a runner. Tell that to Jelly, but but Jelly has done marathons before, so I thought it would be a change for me and a nice tribute to him, and it felt like something to aim towards. I won't be fast, but I'm determined to get round. Training has been tough physically and mentally, but just keeping going when you're so bored is challenging. But I have the best motivation. If Jelly can go through all of this, then I can run a marathon. Yeah. Those challenges are comparable. Jelly says, I will be there on the day to cheer Danielle on. I think it's incredible what she's doing. Jelly, go out and find a nice woman. When she said she was going to do a marathon, I must admit I had my doubts. She has a history of not seeing things through, you see. I think she only did about 5 kilometers when we were together, and that was with a lot of complaining. I've got so much respect for her discipline and perseverance. I wouldn't say that's a quality that she has. Carol Robertson, National Events Manager for Brain Tumour Research, said, We are so sorry to hear about Jelly's diagnosis. While his tumour type is rare, brain cancer is not, with 1 in 3 people knowing somebody affected. We're very grateful to Danielle for taking on this huge challenge to help raise funds for our cause. Our marathon runners are supported every step of the way. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And we look forward to cheering her across the finish line. If you have your own place through the ballot, we would love you to join our Fighting Force London marathon team. Okay. So, I don't know why this woman's being celebrated. I really don't know why she's being celebrated. Hold on, where's her fucking picture? Where's that picture? I don't know why she's being celebrated because it's actually kind of shitty thing that she did. Right, if you're with someone and you love them and stuff like that, and I hope it's not. I hope this is not something that happens to fucking anyone, even my worst enemy. Where the person that you love gets like a horrific diagnosis like that. I mean, there's Sue's my wife. I love my wife very, very much. If she got a terminal diagnosis, just going to knock in a little bit of wood there. I would stay with her like absolutely to the very end. I would be there for her, and it's a case of like, I don't know. It just kind of felt like this woman went. He was going through a lot, and it was starting to affect me. So, so now I'm going to run in a marathon. Everybody, look at me. I'm such a good person. Like that. I don't know why is this being celebrated. What a bitch. Like what an absolute bitch. Like I'm sorry. I mean, yeah, okay, run the marathon, whatever. Like, I think it's kind of like putting a plaster over I was going to say putting a plaster over a bullet wound. In this case, putting a plaster over a tumor, and concerns of what you did. I mean, running the marathon, yeah, that's good, that's nice. You're still a fucking arsehole. Like that was a really shitty thing to do, and now it's like, yeah, I'm gonna get attention. I'm gonna get attention from the newspapers. But what about Jelly? I think they should go and be fucking talking and interviewing him and making him the focal point of the fucking article. Because that's the man that's fucking going through some real shit. Some like real fucking stuff that he's going through. But she's like, I'm gonna like run really fast around London badly. Everybody clap and cheer. I've not else to say. This woman's just a bitch. She doesn't deserve any attention. She doesn't deserve any attention or praise. It's actually really, really shitty what she did. Yeah. Fuck her.